Scared by Maidan, gloomy and still very rich, having packed his most expensive belongings, Viktor Yanukovych leaves Medjugorje. These are his last takes he's at home so far. 21st of February, 10:30 p.m. While in the center of Kiev they count dozens of the activists killed by the snipers, the ex-presidents and 21 his safeguards go to Kharkiv by 2 helicopters, Augusta 139. The official reason: participation in the Party of Regions Congress, which allegedly is going to declare an independent South-Eastern Republic. What happened to Yanukovych next? This is the first time TSN follows Yanukovych. 22nd of February, 0:35 a.m. Kharkiv airport. Yanukovych and his retinue come here late at night. He is going to spend the night at this presidential residency. The secret object is situated in the forest park. The entrance from the route is banned by the road signs. However, TSN Week has entered it for the first time. Now you can watch the unique shots of the so-called Obkom Dacha, where the first person spends their time. Brezhnev under Soviet time. Nowadays this place hosted all the Ukrainian presidents as well as the leaders of Poland and Russia. This is the bed in which on the 22nd of February Yanukovych slept. Now we shall try how soft it is. At the time Yanukovych came to the place there were no people here, even no chambermaids. Safeguards of the dacha tell that they had been notified in advance 2 hours before the secret guest arrived, ordered to unlock the building and to leave it. The dacha has 1000 square meters area and consists of 6 bedrooms, each having separate bathroom. This is a billiard parlor, the table of 50 persons, winter garden. In the hall you can see the chandelier made of the cut glass and the antique white concert ground.
Я делал все для того, чтобы в стране не было кровопролития. Но произошло так, как произошло.
Can you recognize this? This is the room where Yanukovych was interviewed on camera in Ukrainian territory. The journalist who has interviewed him then does not want to communicate with the press. Can I do it a little bit later? I'm very busy at the moment. In the afternoon, Yanukovych motorcade consisting of 5 cars leaves the residency for the airport. In an hour, 2 helicopters carrying him and his security land in Donetsk. 22nd of February, 300 p.m. Map: Kiev, Kharkiv, Donetsk. There was the only goal, that was to reach the Falcon jet and to run away from Moscow. The choice between own skin and the country has been made for a long time already, not for the country's favor. All of a sudden has experienced the first slap is the face. The takeoff is banned. Frontier guards do not allow the jet traffic because there are no necessary documents. If he had been detained at the moment, he would not forecast from Rostov being a marked card of the Moscow Kremlin today. Scared Yanukovych, according to the eyewitnesses, waited till cars came and went to hide behind Akhmetov's wall to Donetsk Botanical Garden. 22nd February, 500 p.m. There are CCTV cameras here. They undoubtedly have fixed the moment of the arrival and the next takes of him being here. Maybe someday we shall be able to watch the footage. From Akhmetov's residency, Yanukovych motorcade started with the Jerkel and Mariupol direction. That was the most mysterious route of his voyage because the desolated steppe became the destination. We found a witness who told that at the night he had seen how dozens of expensive cars arrived to the place. 2 unidentified helicopters also arrived to the place. Allegedly, Yanukovych and 2 his sons went someplace by helicopters, but in a couple of hours they returned. We still search for the owner of the helicopter and try to find out whose place did Yanukovych go for a visit. However, that was the moment the ex-president made up his mind to run away to Russia via the Crimea. Here he says goodbye to his older son. Businessman Alexander goes to Lugansk. Locals state that he is still in this eastern part of the country. He had been declared wanted only a week ago, but why Alexander Yanukovych is said stolen during his father's presidency has not been arrested until now. Viktor Yanukovych, the junior, who steals the people's deputy, accompanies his father to Yalta. Before the departure, the main security guard of the ex-president who occupies this position beginning from 2009 and whose second name is Kobzar, commands everybody to switch off the mobile telephones. Yanukovych rejects of the state security service in the written form. The renunciation of the security service has been passed to the state security administration only the next day. So, on the 21st of February, the state bodyguard still accompanies the first person to the Crimea, but the route is supervised by the chief of Yanukovych security Kobzar personally. This is revealed for the first time in the phone conversation by the ex-chief of the State Security Administration Sergei Kulik. I and Kobzar served together beginning from 2009. He is a professional of great skill, he is a real bodyguard. And don't think that we're obeyed Moscow, we always made our decision on our own. At the moment Kobzar has been granted leave for absence. One of the SSA officers, then guardian to the runaway president, is confident in his turn that Kobzar had coordinated the escape plan of Yanukovych with Russia. In Donetsk we became illegal, we already had to hide. The process had been planned by 2 people, Kobzar and Alexander Yanukovych. As far as we know, Kobzar adjusted the route with Moscow. In fact, Moscow guided him. This ex-officer of the SSA is abroad now. We contact him via Skype. The man asks to hide his face. He adds, Yanukovych had been granted an opportunity to leave Ukraine.
Отпустили его, потому что или не знали, что с ним.
He had been let out because they didn't know what to do with him. People talk about sum of $2.5 billion of something. There were such a number, but as it seems to me, the new authority having all the possibility to detain him did not do that. I do not know about the money, I have not seen. There have been conversations about it and they still take place. This topic is soiled among officers. Map: Kiev, Kharkiv, Donetsk, Yalta. Yanukovych's motorcade, consisting of 5 cars, makes its way through all the posts of the road police unimpeded. It enters the Crimea easy. In Yalta they visit the Crimea Security Service of Ukraine, where the state bodyguards write their resignation reports. Arsen Novakov had already the document stating the Yanukovych renunciation of the State Security Service at his hand. The reports were delivered to General Shaportov. He is in the Crimea now. 6 officers of the SSA returned to Kiev to continue their service, and 15 of them stay with the runaway number 1. They settle at one of the Russian holiday houses not far from the most popular Crimean restaurant Tiflis. The locals call it presidential. Kuchma and Putin like to have their meal here, and Yanukovych also often visited the place. One of its managers conducts a tour for us as the restaurant clients and tells how the first person usually are guarded during their visits. They usually choose this place. This is the center table of Akhmetov and all of them. Beyond this road, in those bushes, snipers hide. At such a distance they control everything taking place here. The signal is jammed, the telephone poor, and that's it. They say before the flight to Russia the runaway president also ordered meal from here, and his younger son came with his wife for dinner. At that time, the acting chief of the Ministry of the Internal Affairs, Avakov, and the head of Security Service of Ukraine, Nalyvaichenko, chased after the runaway president. Both of us took a plane and tried to detain him in the Crimea. It happened one night before the appointment. He was screened and taken out via Sevastopol. Yanukovych is taken out from Yalta along the narrow road. It is about 90 kilometers to Sevastopol. Any police patrol could intercept his motorcade, consisting of 3 cars already. The ex-chief of the SSA Kulik is confident that it has not happened because there have been no grounds for that. Nor Avakov neither Nalyvaichenko had any ground to detain the president incumbent at the moment. They speak now that somebody should have detained him, but the detention had to be pursued legally, and then one could speak about something. Kazacha Bay, Yanukovych and company have been met by Marines of the 810th Marine Separate Brigade of the Black Sea Fleet, taken on board of the storm boat, and in 24 hours he reached Novorossiysk land. Where did helicopters and jet disappear with the help of which Yanukovych tried to leave Ukraine? We find out unbelievable thing. TSN receives an official answer from the Donetsk airport. All the air vehicles of the ex-president have left their airfield. Where did these aircrafts go? North State Aircraft Service of Ukraine, or the Ukrainian Air Traffic Service, managed to answer us within a week. 3 years ago, journalists of Ukrainian Pravda found out that this aircraft belonged to Center Avia Company, connected to Yanukovych family. I contacted the director of the company, Pavlo Kovalyov, and introduced myself as a businessman who is eager to rent Yanukovych's helicopter. They are beyond the bounds of Ukraine. Because of the maintenance work, it is impossible at the moment. I simply cannot help you. Let us try at the end of the month. Our sources help us to uncover even the more unimaginable thing. From the 12th till the 19th of March, the aircraft of Yanukovych making their way out of Donetsk airport unimpeded, one after another left for Europe. The jet Falcon 900 left for France for maintenance work. 2 helicopters Agusta 139 flew to Moldova and Romania, where they were refueled and then set off Switzerland in order to get maintenance work. At the end of the March, all of these aircraft came to Moscow to the most expensive aircraft platform in Vnukovo 3. This has been confirmed in the supervisory service of the Moscow airport after we introduced ourselves as associates of the Center Avia Company. Your helicopters are at the site, everything is okay, they are even in hangar, as far as I remember it's warm and dry. Is Falcon also in it? It is somewhere here by us, that's all I can tell you. 2 helicopters and the jet are material evidences of Yanukovych's flight. This property cost tens of millions of dollars. Why has it not been arrested according to the 6 criminal cases against the ex-president runaway, who made it possible for the aircraft to leave Ukraine? Official inquiry sent by TSN Week to the Ministry of Internal Affairs, the Security Service of Ukraine and the Prosecutor's General Office had not been answered yet. We are waiting for the answers. Valentina Mudrik, Pavlo Nesnov, TSN Week 1+1.